There we go.
Cool. Maybe speak to work and get another day off.
Have you been busy?
Sunday and Monday now.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
Yesterday,
so,
and I said to him, like,
it's mad. It's also like kind of, no, it's not just work now, also everything related to Christmas.
Yeah.
Organization and keeping everyone happy.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Communication.
What are you doing? You going back? You going abroad for Christmas? Are you?
Going back to Belgium.
Yeah, I thought you were. Yeah. Yeah, must be a bit of a pain in the neck getting back over there with presents and everything else, and
But then I realised that they're basically paying me the same amount of money before
Hard
it's
to
over
keep
to
everyone happy, everyone, because everyone why not?
So I had to do a shitload of overtime to get near $3,000 for this job.
yeah. And at the end of the day, like it's your Christmas as well. Like you don't want to just be going back just to be absolutely fucking knackered all the time, do you?
Exactly.
You know.
So everyone expects you. It's very important.
And then people walk past you and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, you're good, yeah, I'm good, I'm good, yeah, I'm good. It's not eating properly, you know.
It's a workout in the end. At the end of the day, like people might grumble if you can't, you know, if they're not happy and stuff. But ultimately, you can only do what you can do, and you've got to be true to yourself. And you've got to be true to yourself and your own Christmas at the same time as everybody else's, because you know. What's the point in doing it just for other people's enjoyment? You've got to do it for your own enjoyment as well, haven't you? So, it's important that you enjoy the time off for Christmas as well as everybody else.
And it's also like,
just slow down.
I have a toddler and going back and forth.
But that's it, like you can't, when you've got kids as well, like you, well, you know, Christmas is really exciting for them, and it, like, the thing is yes, they're excited and they're like full of energy, but also, like, you've got to bear in mind that they burn that energy out quite quickly with all the excitement as well. So the last thing you want to be doing is dragging a toddler about that's tired and having tantrums, because then it doesn't make things enjoyable for anybody, does it? So, no,
that was to get a lift up. So I went to get them.
And also like,
Of course, I was in work at 6 o'clock in the morning, weren't I, anyway?
it's not sure yet, I'm a bit kind of still in the
and then it just
confused
kind of
process. There is I don't know, I'll have to go and see how it feels there, because the grandparents are there. So maybe
you might go back.
I might stay a bit longer at some point. Again, next year I'll come back. But I'm not sure if I might even just come back straight away. I'll see how things go.
All the time.
If I wouldn't straight away, at some point I'll be back.
no. It's fine. I don't think we'll be putting another appointment in the diary until late January anyway. So at the end of the day, even if you stay longer, you know, Robbie or somebody can always take over one of the weddings. It's not a big deal.
Therefore I'm not here.
Yeah, exactly. No issue. You know, family comes first at the end of the day. And when you're over there, you know, if you can afford to spend more time, you might as well spend more time, because it just makes it more efficient than having to go back. You know, then a couple of months later you've got to go back, and it's the travelling. You know what? You know, Belgium's not that far, but it still takes time. It's a day either way, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like whichever way you cut the travelling, whether you drive, you fly, whatever you do, by the time you've factored everything in, the fatigue from it all, it's at least a day's travelling. So, you know, you might as well kind of do it all in one go and sort of see you for sort of 6 months of seeing family and stuff, just all in one go, rather than just seeing people and then having to go back in a couple of months' time and then doing it that way. So it makes, you know, it makes a lot of sense, to be honest. Like,
So
It's like,
Bar Hill,
you know,
yeah.
They each weigh like literally one day.
So now they
traveling nationally as well.
yeah,
At
no, yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. No, and it's all well and good, you know, as long as all the public transport's working and stuff, and you know, and whatnot. And I know it's typically a bit more efficient public transport and reliable on the continent, but you know, anything can happen, can't it? You know, it only takes, you know, a lorry to drive into a bridge and it can throw everything off, and that's not the fault of the train system or whatever, is it? So, you know, no, completely get it. It's, we've had that. With Christmas this year, like we're going up to Scotland for Christmas. Like, well, we want to try and see everyone, but at the same time, we don't want Christmas to just be completely fucking knocking ourselves out to see everybody else, because then where do we get any enjoyment out of Christmas? Do you know what I mean? It's, I've got my operation on Friday, so I'm not sure how we're not sure how much, you know, alright. Yeah, it's my wrist, but I've got to have a bone graft off my hip, so it depends how quickly that heals to the point where I'm comfortable, do you know what I mean? I could come out of it and be fine, but like, yeah, a few painkillers and I'm cracking on, you know, as per normal, but at the same time, you know, I could be in agony and be uncomfortable for a couple of weeks. We just don't, until I come out the other side of the operation, we just don't know. Therefore, the 16th, Friday. Yeah, 16th, yeah, this Friday. Yeah, so, and then we're going up to Scotland on the 23rd. You know, my other half's got to do all the driving because I legally can't drive with a cast on. So, you know, it's not like we can even share the driving and stuff. So, we're off up to Scotland on the... I think we're going to go late on the 23rd, stay in a travel lodge with the dogs overnight, which ironically is costing more for the dogs to stay in than it is us. The travel lodge is £37 per night, with a £40 surcharge for the dogs.
For the dog?
Yeah. £20 a dog. So it's costing £37 for me and the other half to stay in the room, £40 for the dog. So we keep saying actually the dogs have got a hotel booking that they're allowing us to use because it's actually costing more for them to stay in the room than it is us. And then we're meeting, we're going to meet up with her brother, his partner and their kids on Christmas Eve morning. My partner's brother. Meet up with them in the morning and take the dogs for a walk and then go back to theirs for a couple of hours because they're not, his other half isn't particularly great. She's not a big fan of dogs. She's alright with them on the lead, walking and stuff, but like, wouldn't really want them in the house. So if we meet up and give the dogs a good walk first, then the dogs will be alright sat in the boot of the car for a couple of hours while we're in the house sort of thing with them. Give the kids their presents and whatnot and just have a catch up with them, and then we'll head up to Kirsten's mum's, and then Kirsten's sister and her partner are driving over and staying in a B&B not far from her mum's, so then we'll all be there for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day and Boxing Day. And then we're going to come back, I think Boxing Day, I think we're going to come back, and then we're going to, we drop the dogs off at their other home because we share the dogs with Kirsten's ex, so they'll get dropped off, I think on the morning of the 27th, and then we'll head up to Mum and Dad's. So we'll go all the way back from Scotland to Cambridge and then go back up to Nottinghamshire the following day. I've said about sort of calling in on the way back and staying over with Kirsten. Would rather get the dogs dropped off and get a good night's sleep, and then we're not then sort of having to deal with the dogs from my parents, although my parents are good with dogs and stuff. I think, you know, again, because we're not concerned about, we're not sure how I'm going to be. You know, although by that time, you know, I'll be over a week into recovery, so I should be getting better. But we're not sure how I'm going to be. Kirsten doesn't want to be tired, and on top of that, being the one responsible for walking the dogs and sorting the dogs all out, she's got to do the driving and that. If I'm not, you know, exactly. So, you know, she prefers to do it that way. So I'm like, well, look, she's driving at the end of the day. I'm, you know, I'm potentially not going to be a great fat lot of use. So I'm hoping I'll be fine. But we've got a plan for me to not be much use. And then if I am, then it makes life easier for everyone rather than doing it the other way around. So. You know, that'll be that, and sort of we'll go over to see my mum and dad, stay over with them, and then after that, that's it. Christmas is our own really. So in effect, New Year will be. We've got a friend's 40th birthday on the 29th, I think it is. So that. But yeah, he lives in Histon, so like, we'll come back on the 20th afternoon of the 28th for mum and dad's, and then 29th through to New Year will be our time really, in effect, bar going out for some drinks for his birthday. It'll be, you know, we'll be at home then, and that'll be us done then really. So.
Finally, at the end, some time for yourself as well.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you know, it'd be nice just to have a block rather than this day's ours, that day's somebody else's, that day's ours, or whatever. If you know what I mean. It'd just be nice to get it done and out of the way, and it's all sort of exactly. We can just sit on the sofa, do a bit of work if we need to, watch some films, drink some hot chocolate. Do you know what I mean? And just like, if we want to go out for a walk, we can do. If we want to go and do stuff, we can do. But we're not having to do stuff. It's all done, and it's not about things being done and out of the way, is it? At the end of the day, but you know, I don't want Christmas to sound like, I don't want it to sound like I'm, you know, it's a chore. You know, because it's not. You know, at the end of the day. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's all a balancing act. We didn't see anybody the first year we were together for Christmas because of lockdown. So, and then last Christmas, Kirsten's sister and her partner had moved into their new house at Oban. So we were up there for Christmas. So this year we were supposed to be seeing my parents for Christmas, but because her mum and dad separated earlier in the year, she didn't want her mum to be on her own. So, you know, we've ended up going up again to see her family this Christmas, which, you know, I'm not bothered about. You know, I don't remember the last time I saw my mum and dad on Christmas Day, so I've always, you know, for the last 10 years it was about, you know, before getting with Kirsten, for the 10 years before that, you know, my ex only had, the only family she had was her dad and her uncle. And her uncle is on a mum's side of the family. So it's not like a dad and her uncle had got each other, if that makes sense, because they're not sort of blood related, if that makes sense. They're only related by marriage. So it was always important to her to make sure that her dad and her uncle were okay, because otherwise they would have been on their own for Christmas. Her mum was dead, so no, you're all right. So my parents are used to the fact that I'm not there on Christmas Day. I'm not saying that that's right going forward, but I guess I'm not. It doesn't bother me so much, you know what I mean? It probably bothers my mum and dad a bit more, but it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me quite so much. I don't feel such a connection to seeing my parents on. You know, a lot of people I've got to see my parents on Christmas Day sort of thing. You know, I like
I don't have that neither.
One of our friends who are a couple. One of our friends who are a couple. They don't actually spend Christmas Day with each other. They actually separate on Christmas Day morning and go to their respective parents' houses, even though they're married and they've been together for years, they still go to their respective parents' houses on Christmas Day and spend it with their respective families, rather than doing 1 year about or whatever. But that works for them, you know. So, but I don't have that sort of. Because I have to see my parents on. But then that's been, you know, I think that's with our family. We've always had sort of 2 Christmases. So because my mum's got 2 brothers, one of which lives in Bristol or near Bristol, and his father-in-law lived locally to him and his wife. He wasn't very well. He lost his wife and he was ill and stuff. It was always important to his wife that they spent Christmas Day with her dad, you know, and you know, for somebody that's not got any family, then it is important. You know, my nan's got my mum and her other brother to rally round on Christmas, so he didn't necessarily need to be there, if that makes sense. So we'd often have Christmas at my nan's on Christmas Day, and then we'd have another Christmas on New Year, another in effect Christmas Day on New Year, when my mum's middle brother sort of came up from Bristol. We'd all go round and we'd have maybe have a buffet. We might not have Christmas dinner again, but we'd all have a buffet. We'd go round and we'd exchange more presents because they'd bring presents up and we'd give them the presents that we got for them and stuff. So. You know, we've always had a sort of fluidity in our family to sort of Christmas arrangements. No, can't believe we never see you on Christmas, or there's never any guilt tripping about it, if you know what I mean. So I'm sure next year we'll probably invite my mum and dad down to stay for Christmas and my nan. Because mum and dad can bring, mum and dad have got a touring caravan, so you know they could bring the touring caravan down and put it on the drive, and then they'd have their own little self-contained area on the drive, and they could go from there really.
I expected more from there because I used to go.
At theirs or at yours?
So they've got the caravan lives at theirs, but like although we've got a 4-bedroom house, 2 of the bedrooms are used as offices. Two of the bedrooms are used as offices, so they've not really got anywhere to sleep. So if my mum and dad and my nan came down, we'd need 3 bedrooms, and we've only got one spare room, because the other 2 rooms are offices and our master bedroom. But their touring caravan's got all heated and all insulated and everything. So they could be out, yeah. So next year I think the plan will be to invite them down and they'll bring the caravan and have it on the drive. But then they'll be able to wake up and make themselves a cup of tea and stuff in the caravan and whatnot without having to necessarily come straight in the house and stuff. But if you want to come straight in the house and make themselves a drink, they've only got to walk out the door and straight in the front door, and they can do. So I think we'll probably do that and invite them down next year, and my nan, to spend Christmas with us, so that you know they don't have to do anything, and they can have Christmas catered for them, because you know my nan, when my grandpa was alive, my nan always did Christmas, and my mum's done Christmas for my nan, and they've taken my nan out for dinner on Christmas and stuff since my grandpa passed, and my nan's getting a bit older and she's not able to do it herself. They've done that, so yeah. No, how is she, or how old is she? 86? 86, 87. So yeah, so she's but she's still she's still active. She still goes out and about. She's still driving, and still lives in a massive house on her own. She has cleaners and gardeners, but she's still got to look after herself and still cooks after herself and everything. And she doesn't have any care in that sense. Other than whatever you think, boss. Whatever you think. We'll take that. We're going a bit longer, but we'll probably thin it out at the end with the thinning scissors, if that's okay. So she's doing well, but obviously, my other half loves her, and she seems to love my other half. So, in fact, historically when I've gone round, my nan's usually trying to get rid of me. Whereas these days when I go round with my other half, with their going, we'll have to go. My nan's chewing her ear off. So, obviously she approves of this one more than the last one. So yeah, so it'd be nice to have her down, you know, for Christmas and invite her down and whatnot, and then maybe go up to Scotland at New Year rather than and do it that way around.
Then you don't have to rush yourself going back and forth in one day.
Yeah, exactly. And we won't have the dogs at Christmas next year because we've got dogs at Christmas this year. So we try and switch it about so that each couple has the dogs at Christmas about. So hopefully, you know, because whilst my nan's good with dogs, you know, she's older and stuff, and if our pair are bouncing about everywhere and getting under her feet and stuff, she's not as agile as me or you might be. You know, if we trip or stumble, we're probably going to be all right. Whereas an 86-year-old tripping and stumbling, you know, isn't necessarily always going to have the same odds of working out well. Do you know what I mean? So, and she wouldn't want the dogs jumping all over on the sofa and stuff, and they would do. Whereas mum and dad are fine about it, but yeah, so
Grandma falling like towards the end.
Yeah.
She's not there anymore.
No.
But just a little kind of just like 2 little twists and then
you bought
5 parts.
it's terrible. So we want to avoid that. So it would work out really well for us if they wanted. Obviously, if my nan doesn't want to come down, you know, then that's fair enough. If mum and dad don't have to bring the caravan, they can come down if they want to. I think that would be the sort of rough plan for next year.
Even this year, going on by the train.
Oh no, they could, you know, my nan will come down, you know, they could come down.
To Scotland?
To Scotland? No, because it's my parents, you know, we're going up to Scotland to see Kirsten's parents.
Yeah, so how come you don't go by train?
By train, just because it's so many people to see, it's a pain in the arse to do it by
train. You have to rent a car there.
It's just a bit. It's just easier to drive. It's not far. You know, it's 7 hours. It's not a big deal. 7. It's not a big deal. You know. It depends which side of. You know, we're so lucky here at Cambridge that we've got so many alternative routes that we can do to Scotland. You know, so well from here we can do A14, A1. All the way up. We can do A14, A14 M1 and up.
Okay, so all the options.
Yeah, we can do A14, A1, A66 and then come back up, and then pick up the M6 and then come across the M8. We can come across A14, M6, M6 toll and then M8 and across. So we've got so many options to get up there. You know, it's not like if traffic's bad we're screwed sort of thing, because we've got so many different ways, because we're quite lucky here that we can get across. We're one of the few areas where you can actually cross the country, because our road network's awesome as long as you want to go north-south. As soon as you want to go east-west in the UK, it's shocking. It's terrible. Unless you are coming off London and going from London to Bristol, you know, London to Bristol, Cambridge to Birmingham, and then you've sort of got the A66 running from Darlington to Penrith. They're about the main three, or the M62 I suppose. We've only got about 4 major ways of getting east-west really that are actually decent. So, and with us going up to see Kirsten's brother on the way up, that one does unfortunately limit us though to having to go up the A1 because they're in the Scottish borders. So there is only one way that we can get up there. Once we get up to sort of Newcastle, you know, not Newcastle, but just above Scotch Corner, we do have options as to, depending on traffic and weather conditions, whether we can come off and cut through different ways. But you know, we don't mind the drive. We can go to, you know, we can do 10 hours in the car together, no problems. You know, it's not a big deal.
Like you to do sometime here and there.
No, usually I'm quite stubborn and do all the driving. So it's going to be a challenge. This next 4 weeks is going to be quite challenging. Being a forced passenger, I'm not a very good passenger. So I'm just terrible. I just prefer to be in control. I'm just a terrible passenger.
You constantly say like, oh, go this way, go that way, do this.
Yeah, I have to really bite my lip. Really bite my tongue with those sort of things. Yeah. Like, press this button, turn this feature on the car rather than this, that, and the other. It's like,
it's actually being protective.
In a way, it's trying to be helpful, but it's just it's annoying as well. Like, just let they're like, it's like I'm not calling them a crap driver or anything. We're just trying to be helpful. Do you know what I mean? So, I'm just a terrible passenger. So yeah, no, it's not. I don't think my other half's particularly looking forward to.
At least you know it.
Yeah, we should just know. It's not a secret. Do you know what I mean? We both say that I'm a shocking passenger, and it's like, she's like, he's a terrible passenger, and it's not something I take personally. I know I'm a terrible passenger. I much prefer to be driving. It's I'm better at parking than she is. So even with a cast on, I might still end up parking. Yeah, especially my car's a bit bigger than hers. So she gets a little bit more. Yeah, because we've got the dogs. We need the bigger. The dogs can fit in her boot and stuff, but obviously, with a longer journey, you want as much boot space as possible for them, don't you? So yeah, it's just.
Hopefully you still be friends when you arrive.
Really?
Yeah, we will be. Yeah, no, it's a bit fun. Sorry, I'm falling asleep.
Do you want to relax?
I don't close my eyes. I mean, my head will roll and I'll be snoring, mate. I'm sorry.
Let me see your beard, you can.
There is a high likelihood that I may do. I did my ultra marathon on Saturday night, so that was challenging. Yeah, 45 miles. Started at 10:30 at night on Saturday.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
And you have all the injuries and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, you want to see? I think I'm going to lose a toenail on my right foot, and I've got a blister that's bled on my left big toe from it. But yeah, 45 miles in 11 hours, 15 minutes or something, I think it was. So yeah, it was freezing fog.
I cannot even walk now from
Yeah, there you go, look. 46.31 miles, 11 hours, 15 minutes.
This was with a group or?
Just me and, well, it was an organised event, so there was like, I think, 30 odd of us entered into the half sunrise, which was the 46 miler, and then about 20 odd people doing the full sunrise, which was 83 miles. I'm sore enough after 46, but I'd done pretty much no training.
Yeah, I cannot even cycle that.
46 miles. Yeah.
46 miles, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, some of the was.
Did you get sent for a Christmas for a birthday?
So that was a little start. Me and the two chaps that I was running with.
That's great.
And then that was us on the beach. We didn't manage to beat the sunrise to finish, but that was on the beach. That was my backpack. That was me running best at the end. We sat in the car all nice and cosy.
I just know they've experienced that over the years.
The sunrise was just cracking. It was just absolutely stunning.
You always at least had one company, or sometimes you were just by yourself?
I did sort of half of it's only the second ultra marathon I've done. But the chap, the chap here in the Bright from Essen, I ran my first ultramarathon. I set off with him, and he had to drop out. He was about dead, and I'm not. That's not an exaggeration. He couldn't stand up. He didn't have walking poles at the time, and I had to give him my poles, and that was it. He had to cling onto the poles for dear life to hold himself up. That's how bad he was. So I actually had to finish that one on my own.
And how long did you do by yourself at the end? Like,
I think it was the last 19 miles I did on my own.
That's
Yeah, it was 42 miles in total. So this one was the longest. But I mean, you can see all the frosty vegetation in these pictures. Froze. If my beard's a little bit dead and brittle on the end, you know why now.
It looks like what was the movie called again with Leonardo DiCaprio?
I know, the Titanic. Yeah,
No, the other one as well.
The other one.
Later one.
Did you go out there?
Yeah,
No, I just watched that home, bro.
he was like in the forest
Oh, I know.
Do you know what's funny?
Yes, I know which one
following
you
the
mean.
book
I just can't think of it off the top of my head.
A lot of websites.
The Reverend, yeah, Reverend, that was it, yeah. So yeah, that was. Yeah, it was. I got the clothing right. You know, I wasn't cold. If that makes sense. I wasn't cold. Well, just because I'd got the right. We were moving, and I'd got my clothing right. So whilst I was getting sweaty, I wasn't getting so sweaty that my clothing couldn't wick the moisture away from my skin and get it onto the moisture comes away from your skin and goes onto the outside of your coat and freezes. You aren't cold because you've not got that cold moisture against your skin. So because I'd got my clothing right, I wasn't too sweaty and therefore I wasn't then too cold. So like getting that right was important. So the only time that I felt it's cold was we'd so there was a checkpoint I think at 7.
I think that's a nice
There was a checkpoint after 15 miles, which was indoor in like a sports hall. Then there was another one after 26 miles in total, and that was indoors in a sports hall. And after that second checkpoint, I changed my undertop and my outer fleece. So I changed my tops. So I put a whole dry set of tops on, but the problem was they'd been inside my backpack, so they were freezing cold when I got them out of the backpack. Even though they weren't wet, they were just cold because they just absorbed all that cold air that they'd been, it was like it was like leaving your top in your freezer in a dry bag, so it doesn't get hot, it doesn't get icy and wet, but it's going to be cold, isn't it, when you get it out? So put those on and they were cold. So I came out and my body heat hadn't had time to warm the material up. So I was like, bloody hell, felt the cold a little bit coming out of that checkpoint until we got moving and stuff.
And is your time limit?
I'm not 100% sure what the. I think the time limit was about 15 and a half, 16 hours. I think the time limit was. So we were well under it. Neil, the chap in the high vis who I'd ran with, he did that event last year, and we managed to do it half an hour quicker this year than he did when he did it with some other lads last year. So the other chap we were running with, Ian, he did it considerably slower this year than he did last year because he won it last year. He won the half sunrise last year. He completed the whole thing in about 8 and a bit hours last year.
So it's the winners and stuff.
It was a good event, It was really well put on. It was it could have been a lot worse. We could have had snow, we could have had rain, we could have had a headwind all the way. We didn't, it was just cold and icy, which when you're running on sandy soil and stuff, actually an icy temperature's not too bad because the ground's quite firm. It just meant that you know, sometimes your feet couldn't get a particularly good purchase and stuff, and that, you know, the ground being rock solid, you know, it took a toll on the joints. A little bit more than a maybe slightly softer ground. You know, running on wood's really challenging.
How do you prepare it? The ground is slightly harder, or?
Yeah, slightly. A nice happy medium for me. You know, something that's I like the ground soft enough that my tread on my shoe grips, not so soft that I'm slipping and sliding about and you know, and whatnot. Because then the ground's got a bit of a give in it then, so that you're getting a bit of extra cushioning from the ground on your joints and everything. And being a heavier runner, you know, my joints take a lot more of pounding than a lighter runner because, you know, they're having more weight thrown down on them. So, but yeah, I mean, I know a chap that did the full sunrise, and they set up at I think 4:30 in the afternoon, and it took him nearly, I think it took 22 hours to do the whole thing. And I'm like, you know what? There is absolutely no part of me that thinks that I could have gone for another 12 hours from when I got to that. I was dead. I was done. I mean, I learned a lot. Like, it's the first night run that I've done, let alone first night ultramarathon. It's the first time I've ran, you know, through the night, you know, continuously. I've done a few. I've done one other race where I had to get up in the middle of the night and run. But all day leading up to it, I'd been eating and fueling, and I thought I was doing a good job. But I'd been eating a lot of sandwiches and bread and you know, sausage rolls and carbs and basically. And then I got to the start line and my stomach was just in absolute, started running, my stomach was in absolute, and my intestines just felt like someone had got their hands around them and was wringing them out like a towel. So I was in absolute, I was doubled over at some points, in pain with my gut and my stomach. So that wasn't ideal. So I learned a lot about that. So that was, you know, how I would change, what I would change in that sort of, to try and combat that. But what it meant was, although I got some sandwiches, looks really good by the way.
Yeah, cool, nice.
I got like sandwiches with me. The problem was because I'd already had too many carbs, I didn't want to eat the sandwiches. So then when I was getting to the checkpoint, the only thing I wanted was like fruit and stuff, because obviously everything I've had some watermelon at the first checkpoint, and I found that helped a little bit. So then I wasn't really taking on. Because my stomach didn't feel like, everything felt clogged up and was being wrenched to pieces. I wasn't taking on that much. So I would change that next time.
How do you know, like, when, what, and kind of, that's really cool.
And you've got to fuel before you need it as well. That's the key. Like, if you wait until you're feeling like hungry or whatever, then you're in trouble. And then not long into it, I started getting cramping. My calves were cramping up really badly. So I was trying to run through the calf cramp.
That's another scientific side of the whole thing. Food and how and when and how much.
I mean, you can go into it. There are people that do it really scientifically, but I'm like not.
You don't need that much probably like that much.
Not quite there.
Not too much.
Crazy, so many things that you have.
Oh yeah, it's not just a case of running. You know, it's it was self-guided as well. There wasn't any. The route wasn't marked. You know what I mean? It was. They gave you a map file, and that's, you know, you could download that and. Yeah, so it was you know, It was horrific. At the time, I'll be completely honest, it was absolutely horrific. I was like, why the fuck are we doing this? I nearly dropped out halfway. I was like, I don't even think. Got to a marathon, and I was like, I'm not sure I'm going to carry on and do another, you know,
and we know you're
20 miles.
That's why I wanted to
the surgery is coming and everything.
Yeah, well, my wrist was fine.
Nicer to yourself.
My wrist was fine. I mean, part of the surgery and stuff is part of why I wanted to do it. So I'm like, now I'm gonna feel like I'm recovering from that now, and I've achieved something. Do you know what I mean? So,
I guess is your partner okay with so much activity?
oh yeah, I support her with her riding and stuff, and and compete with the horse and stuff. So it's you know, and I don't say to her, you've got, you know, like she took the three of us over in the car, got a travel lodge, and then she met up with